Boys, old handicap boys, listen, you know who this is, right? So I can't say too much on this because you're old guardsmen. You're trying to blame me for something that I didn't do. Well, ye fucking know who that was. Well, ye fucking know who it was. Ye dirty, scummy, no good bastards, ye. That's what ye are. You're old dirty, shitty, lousy grandfather that hadn't a son or a grandson to take up for him. And you've the cheek of getting on calling names. What did ye ever do, lads? Out from Cotton John, what did ye do? Name one thing that ye did to us out from Cotton John 20 long years ago. What's all the things we've done to ye? Ye fucking guardsmen, that's what ye are. That's what ye fucking are. Blaming us for something we didn't do. Where do ye fucking know who did that? Go and get the fellas who did do it. Get the fellas who attacked your baby brother the other day. Get the fellas who attacked your Uncle John inside in the house. Get the fellas who broke up your old dead grandfather's grave. An old dirty scummy man that was never any good to himself. An old nobody of a man. A nobody, that's what he was. Scum. Scum of this earth. That's all ye are. My father, old John Mongan, is a legend of a man. Has 10 sons that any man would be proud of. Any man would be proud of. We are walking top of ye all your life. All your life. And as all as you're any good for is calling names. Boys, come on now, boys. Jesus Christ, boys. You must be sick of by now calling names. Fucking hell tonight, you should be ashamed of yourself. You definitely should be ashamed of yourself. You good for nothing, bastards. As all as you're any good for, calling names, calling guards. Look, I'm not going to say what happened because I wasn't there. I don't know what happened. But as all as I know, the fella that I seen on the fucking Facebook joke is left dragging his leg, big old fanny pad on the side of his face, and still and all as he can do is call names. Boys. Cop yourself sound, boys. Cop yourself sound. Go and find out who did do it. Instead of blaming the wrong fellas, find out what they do and get your own back. Do that. And how about your little baby brother the other day? What happened to him? Did you ever find out who did that, lads? Right, maybe you don't know who done it. But for one sure thing, you old dirty, shitty, no good, lousy cap grandfather that's turning in his grave of maggots that was broke down on top of him, hadn't a son or a grandson to take off for him. You know who did that? Right, fair enough, you're getting tacked around the road. You don't know who done it. You know who broke up your grandfather's grave, don't you? And as all as you can do is call names. I'll tell you the truth, I don't know if any of my own brothers listening to this, but if they are, if you're listening to this, boys, you shouldn't be entertaining them, you shouldn't be getting back to them, because as all as you know yourself, that is all as only good for is calling names. They're not proper men. They're not even half a men. If they're any way all right men at all, they wouldn't be calling names, they'd go and they'd trying to find out who got them, who did this and who did that, instead of blaming the wrong fellas. And boys, you're wasting your time, boys. Would you imagine men like ye, boys, top men like ye, that came from a top man, old John Mongans, wouldn't even be paying heed to them. They're vermin, don't you understand, boys? They're scum. They're scum of the earth. I remember, boys, I don't know if you're listening to me, but do you ever remember the time in Harlesden years ago? I say I was only about 5 or 6, I can barely remember it. When the two of you dragged old Bernie fell out of an old Luton Transit pickup, an old pickup falling to bits, and dragged him out and gave him a decent baiting. But old John Mongans, my father, an old legend of a man, saved him, felt sorry for him. Do you remember that time, boys, when he cried like a child? Don't even entertain them, boys, don't get back to them. There's only common sense, boys, that they're no good to themselves. Right, fair enough, as I said a while ago, it's bad and very bad. Fellas getting watched around the place and this getting done and that getting done. If they're not doing nothing about it. There's some fellas that's into trouble and some fellas is not. But when it comes as far as breaking up an old dead man's grave, An old dead man with a lamb's mouth, with a sheep's mouth, that the mouth was dead off him. When it comes as far as breaking up an old dead man's grave, you couldn't take off from now, boys. You should go ahead and fucking hang yourself. Fucking hang yourself, you should. They're fucking cheeky and likesy, getting on videos, calling my father names, an old legend of a man. And you're old dirty, scummy, scum of the earth. Nobody I say even knows him. Nobody even knows him. My father's known all over the world. Old John Mongans. What's your father, what's old poor Cap ever known for? For having an old cap of knits. Old lousy cap. That's what he is, old lousy cap. And they couldn't take up for him, lads. Boys, you should be ashamed of yourself, boys. And then you're all on the yoke, then label comments to one another, oh, fair play to you for this and fair play to you for that. And this and that, then there's only a lot of names. A lot of names. Boys. You top yourselves on, boys. But boys, if you're listening to me, boys, I don't know if you're watching, I don't know much about these old video yokes. If you're listening to me, please, boys. Please just don't even reply to them, will you not? They're not worth replying to, boys. You know yourself. How many times did I tell you, boys, not to reply to them? I knew. Like, I know, boys, don't get me wrong, you're telling me all your life, James, they're only scum. They're only dirt. We're baking them since you were a child. I know that, boys, you know that. But when I really knew that they were no good to themselves, when they couldn't take up for an old dead man. An old dead man that, God rest me Uncle Michael, ate them out of. That's him they took the photo of. That's him. I mean, they couldn't take up for him. Who could they take up for? As I said, lads, there's lots of men out there that's not into trouble, gets attacked and he leaves it off. For whatever reasons, every man have their own reasons. Some fellas gets their own back, some fellas don't get their own back. Some fellas leaves it off. But when it comes as far as an old dead man's grave, I tell you two things that's bad. And I don't know, as I said, I don't know will you agree with me, but I think, I could be wrong, I'm not saying I'm right, I could be wrong. Women, children are the dead. If you can't take up for them, go and fucking hang yourself. Go and fucking hang yourself. You dirty, scummy, vermin, no good bastards. Huh? Scum of the earth, that's all you are. And instead, as all as you're doing then, is getting on the yoke, calling names. Names you're calling, boys. Are you fucking serious? Black McDonoughs. You're dirty, scummy McDonoughs. Scum, that's what you are. There's some very good men of the McDonoughs. Very good men of the McDonoughs. Black dirt, that's what you are. Black with the dirt. Huh? Old poor cap. Old louse. Nits. Lousy cap. Huh? That's rotten in his grave. Turning in his grave. Turning in it. Because you can't take up for him. You can't take up for him. A child the other day, well, the fellas who did it, I don't know who did it, but the fellas who did it didn't know he was a child because they thought it was the other little half a man, little sign with a goat, and he's only the size of a child, but still, he's old enough for to be caught. They thought it was him. But when they seen that it was a child, they left him alone. But they couldn't help with the first two old cuts that they gave him down along the side of his lock and the side of his old head. They couldn't do that. They couldn't. But when they heard him crying and heard him roaring, they let the old child go, which any man would. I'm a man myself. I wouldn't bear a child. Ah, you would if a child was bowled, you'd give an old child a slap and hunt him up to bed. But for the lines of cutting the child up, no lads, you wouldn't do that. But I tell you one sure thing. I could be wrong, but I don't think I'm wrong. If a child was cut up, you don't let it go. And believe me, you don't let it go. Huh? And then getting on down the yoke then, oh, I did this, I did that, and well, ye fucking know that ye did nothing. Well, ye fucking know you did nothing. Ye cut up me brother John, right? 20 long year ago. How long after did John go and get his own back? How long after did he get his own back off the old fella with the half a hand inside in Cork? How long after? So don't think the other day, boys, that I was revenge for John. John got his